Hi everyone, it's Ann Miller. I signed on as a consultant with Pampered Chef about 2.5 years ago. The Marna Ross came into my house and we had a kickoff home cooking party. Such great memories. So I became a director about a year ago, and I am now an advanced director. And I would like to share something with you tonight to potentially help explode your calendar, right? We all know that our calendar, our bookings are the heartbeat, the lifeblood of our business. Everything kind of flows from that. Our paychecks, our recruits, super important. So, what kind of thing could I help you make your calendar explode? Well, in a nutshell, I call it everybody wins. Woo! Everybody wins. Everybody likes to be a winner, right? You know, you see behind me, that's just a small sampling of trophies that my children got. My oldest son is 25 years old. My youngest is 12 now, and they've played in a lot of sports. And in all the sports they played with at the end of the season, guess what? Everybody got a trophy because everybody wins. So that's just a small sampling. I've got boxes and boxes in my storage unit in my basement full of these trophies. So everybody wins, and Pampered Chef parties are no different at all. So I really hope that if you're a new consultant, which I'm sure many of you are, that you take heart to what I'm saying and implement it into your parties, because I'm convinced that it will help you break out of your friends and family circle, right? Because that's where we all start. That's why I started, because your family and friends want to help you, right? But the thing is you want to break out of that family and friends because they get burnt out, right? I mean, Pampered Chef is great, but it's not great when you're getting invited to parties every week or whatever. So the faster that you can break out of that circle, the faster your business is going to grow. It'll explode. You just got to push out of that friends and family circle. So I really hope that you take this and run with it and work it in your next parties. So let's back it up a little bit. Before the pandemic, I was running, anywhere between 2 and 4 parties a week. And I was, working my parties and doing quite well. Then the pandemic hit and I was furloughed. And I found myself home. And I decided, you know what? I'm just going to pour myself into the business. And that's what I did. I recruited a bunch of people. I grew my team. I was running more parties. In my parties, I had a lot of time to devote to interacting with the guests in the party. And I'm sure that you're doing this, that you're making sure and have those interactive posts. And it's important to have a post beginning, middle, and end where you have them message you. You request that they private message you, like on the Family Feud post. You say, private message me your answers. And why do we do that? Because we want to build that relationship, right? We want to build that back and forth, that bantering, that kind of wooing, if you will. Because I like to think of it as like a cooking party. If you're a new consultant, you probably haven't had the opportunity to do a cooking party yet because we're all virtual right now. But if you were to, I'm sure that you've been to a cooking party before. If I was to greet you at the door and said, "Can I book you for a party?" You'd go, "Back off, lady." Cook something for me, feed me, and then maybe ask me. So it's kind of the same in a virtual party. You want to have that relationship going. So beginning, middle, and end. So obviously you go for the booking towards the end of the party and maybe towards the beginning, towards the middle if you've had some nice exchanges, right? So at the end, you kind of go for the booking. And that's what I did. I was good at it. I enjoy it. I enjoy interacting with people. And so that's how I would get my bookings. And I did very well. Fast forward to the end of my furlough. I found myself working full-time, 40 hours a week, and I was driving back and forth to work. I have a 40-minute drive back and forth, and then I still, of course, have to take care of my family and feed my family, which at the time I had all 5 of my children plus a grandchild living at the house, and I quickly came to the conclusion that I was not going to be able to put that much time into messaging back and forth with the guests, which, like I said, I enjoyed, but I just wasn't going to have the time. And if you're already doing that, that's awesome. If that's working for you, that's great. I don't suggest changing anything if your business is going, how you like it. But for me, I knew that I had to figure out some way to shorten that process, but still be able to get my bookings, right? Because it's so important that your calendar is full. Because like I said before, everything kind of flows from your calendar and flows from your booking. So I had kind of an epiphany. In all my parties, I always had, of course, raffles, right? We have the early bird raffle, and then I always had just a regular game raffle, right? And then a lot of times I would have, if the party had 10 orders or more, and each category would have one winner. So I would always message the winner and, tell them congratulations, and that I usually give, at the time, it was a season's best. But if they would like to upgrade their prize, I could do that if they booked a party. Many times people would book the party because I would offer a brownie pan. I would offer a brownie pan. So many times they would book to get that brownie pan free. So I thought, what if I had more winners? And so that's what I did. I started having 3 and 4 winners a category. And then I started making more categories. And then another epiphany hit me. I had always offered that prize to people who had ordered. And at the time, it was because we weren't on direct ship, and I could easily attach the season's best if they, chose to not book a party and go with the season's best. And this is an important side note. If they chose the brownie pan to upgrade their prize and book a party, I wouldn't give them the brownie pan right then, right? They have to wait until their party. Because you can imagine that sometimes people might conveniently ghost you or cancel their party, right? Because they already got their brownie pan. So that's kind of why the idea that, I would pick people who ordered. Well, as you know, in many parties, more people will not order than order. So it's like, I've got all these people that I'm not offering anything to. Why not offer them something? Maybe they didn't order because, they couldn't afford it. They couldn't afford it. And, how much money does it cost to run a party? Nothing, $0. It doesn't cost you anything to have a party. So I thought, you know what? I need to offer that free brownie pan to those people. And so it just didn't take me very long before I was making everybody a winner. I was making everybody a winner. I knew that I had to cast a larger net to catch more bookings in a more efficient manner. So that's how this whole thing evolved. And that's how I, eventually came to everybody, my system of everybody wins. So, I'm trying to go through my notes because I'm trying to make sure I have all my information out for you. So I will go kind of through my process, and Marna will post my words that I use, okay? So don't worry about having to make all kinds of copious notes. There will be plenty of information that will be posted that you'll be able to take and run with and use at your parties you got running right now. Do it at the end of these parties you got running right now. My parties end kind of officially at the beginning. They're supposed to end on Friday. But then on Saturday, I have a party extended, woohoo, on Saturday morning. I always announce that all my parties are extended. I do this for a couple of reasons. Number one, people get busy during the week and they just forget. I mean, people are busy. People are busy and they forget. And so they see Saturday, oh, great, it's not too late. I'll place my order. And then some people are waiting for their paychecks to hit their accounts. So it's kind of the two reasons that I do. The most important reason that I do it is because I'm busy too. I'm working all week, and Saturday is pretty much devoted to extending my parties and doing my booking method, which I'm going to dig in right now and tell you kind of how I do it. So what I do is Saturday early afternoon, I begin to announce the winners. I make a post, announcing winners, next post, okay? But before I do that, what I do is I make a list, and I'm pretty low-tech, old school around here. I'm going to show you. It's not pretty. It's not pretty. It's just my old notebook and my pen, my pencil, and I make a list of everyone that joined the party, okay? Everybody that joined the party is going to be a winner. So I make a list of everybody that joined the party, and then I go to Consultant's Corner and I mark all the ones that placed an order with EB, early bird, okay? Everybody who placed an order is an early bird. So I don't worry about when they ordered, okay? If you place an order on one of my parties, you're going to be an early bird winner. And I have never had anybody message me and go, I didn't order till Wednesday. I don't think I should have won. Nobody ever says that. Nobody ever not wants to be a winner, right? So that's my first post. I do my early bird and I say, early bird winners are, and I list their name. And of course, the beauty of listing their name is that it tags them, right? It tags them in the post. So that's going to come up in their notifications. And at the end of the message, I say, I've sent you a friend request. Please send me a message because I have some information about your prize. Okay, and then I go on to the next category of winners. And how I decide how many categories I have is depending on how many people were in the party. Okay, whatever number is left after I do the early birds, I pretty much just do the math and figure out, how many categories do I have to have 8 to 10 people in each category. And so I always do a raffle winner. I always do a game raffle winner. And then I just start making them up from there. Like the party had 10 orders. Raffle winners are. Party had, reached $800 in sales. Winners are. I've even gone as far as to say, because I'm cool and I like to give out prizes, the raffle winners are. You just make it up. You just make it up. And another note about raffles, if you're a newer consultant, please don't think that you have to count raffle tickets. I got a little secret. Nobody counts the tickets. Nobody counts the tickets. And especially in my situation, why count them? Everybody wins, right? So don't stress over counting tickets. Don't count tickets. Everybody wins. Just use my method and everybody wins, right? Okay, so I go through and I go ahead and make all these posts, right? Friends, be ready. Have your booking calendar handy. Have all your little different colored markers. I got all kinds of different colored markers to mark in my calendar. I got my little notebook where I keep track of who booked off whose party. Get ready because your messenger is going to start just popping like popcorn. The bookings are going to be coming in. You're just going to be going, yes! I fist pump so many times. I get up, I do my happy dance. My kids look at me like I'm nuts. They're kind of used to it. But anyway, get ready. It's so exciting. It is so exciting when all those messages start coming in, right? And if you've been doing this business for any amount of time, you know that you're going to get some no's, right? Actually going to get a lot of no's. But a word on no's. Never take a no at the first go around, okay? There is one exception to that, and only one exception in my book, is if they message back and say, I already have a Pampered Chef person. Then I back off immediately and I just send a message saying, thank you so much for your quick response. I'm sure that they appreciate your loyalty. Pampered Chef is a wonderful company, great company to work with, and you should join their team. And then I ended at that. But any other response, any other no, always gets a response from me. Thank you so much for your quick response. And then I address the no. And a lot of times the no is either, I'm really busy right now. I can't do a party right now, or I had a party last month, or whatever it may be. It's usually one of those two is what they come back with. And I always respond with, thank you so much for your quick response. I'm booking out into May or June right now. If that helps, the host will still get the benefit, right? Actually, I should back it up a little bit, okay? So my message to them when they message me back from that original post is, hi, Sally, it's Ann the Pampered Chef lady. Thank you for joining the party and placing an order. If they placed an order and winning the prize, I normally give out a free ebook. Right? I hope you've all heard about our ebooks. They're fabulous. We'll also post the information on the ebooks. You can get them from the Pampered Chef blog. And like I said, we'll post the information on that. They're beautiful and they cost you $0. They cost you nothing, right? So I usually offer, I say in the post, not the post, but in the message to them, that I usually offer the ebook, cookbook, but I'd love to offer you to upgrade your prize to a brownie pan if you were to book a party. And Susie Host is just one booking away from a big perk. What do you think? Okay. And you always say that they're one booking away. Why do we do that? Because people want to help their friends, right? So that's the message I send. Okay. And I've already addressed the no if they say no. And then I'm telling you what, those bookings you're going to come in and it's going to be so exciting and so wonderful. So I've been doing this for about 8 months. Last week I got, for instance, I got from 5 parties, I got 18 bookings. The week before that, from 5 parties, I got 17 bookings. Okay. So I get a lot of bookings with this method. So maybe you're thinking, oh, brownie pan's it's kind of expensive, too expensive for my taste. That's what's great about Pampered Chef. This is your business. You decide what, you want to do. If you want to offer an egg cooker, an egg cooker. I stuck with brownie pan because everybody knows what it is and everybody loves it. Occasionally I get a message with, well, I've already got a brownie pan, and I'll respond with, yeah, it's fine. Any $25 item you want, I'd be happy to give if you booked a party, but you know what's better than 1 brownie pan? 2 brownie pans. So that's how I respond with that. I never say that the party has to qualify with $200 in orders to get it, because I want them to bite that hook. I want them just to bite it and grab it, and I want to get them on my calendar. Now, the way I think about it is that if they have at least $100 in orders, I'm out no money. I'm going to pay, my commission's going to cover that cost. If they have 0 orders, I'm still only out $20. It's no big deal, because I choose to honor that brownie pan, even if their party's a flop, because in my thought, I still have exposure, to all their guests. And guess what? Even if the party didn't have any sales, I'm still going to make everybody a winner. Anybody that joined that party, they're going to be a winner. So they all get the message. And I got to tell you, like I said, I've been doing this for 8 months. I average 4 to 5 parties a week. I could count on one hand how many times I've had a party and had 0 bookings. It just doesn't happen very often at all. I usually always get at least 1 or 2 bookings. And then some bookings, I get like 7 or 8 bookings a party. Yeah. So let's see here. I think I'm just about ready to wrap up. Just a little note about the e-cookbook. I've never had anybody complain about getting the e-cookbook. If they do, go ahead and they're a no. I've addressed the no, and the no is still a no. I send them the ebook, and they always say thank you, because let's face it, who buys cookbooks anymore? Hardly anybody buys cookbooks anymore. Everybody's always looking on their phone. So this is a great thing that they can just save. It's beautiful. Pampered Chef did a great job. They're excellent recipes. The pictures are gorgeous. So it's a nice prize, so don't feel bad that it doesn't cost you anything. Yeah, never had anybody complain about that. I never had anybody say, what? Everybody wins? Everybody's just happy about being a winner, right? And I never say in my parties that everybody wins. It just kind of miraculously happens. So I think that's all I have for you. If you have any other questions, please go ahead and just post the question. I'd be happy to answer it. Message me if you want. That's all I have. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope that you try my booking method. Thanks again. Bye.